Alright guys, welcome back to part 2 of building a Twitch page. This is what we got so far. We have our logo area, and then we have our browse area right here. We have our search area, and then we have our user login section. So we're going to be looking for some icons really quick. But first, here's what I want to show you. So you see right here, I already have the Font Awesome, and I'm going to show you how to search for stuff. Let's go ahead and go to our browser. We're going to go to Google, and then we're going to look for Font Awesome CDN. I already have all this, but we're going to go to bootstrapcdn.com. I'm not a fan of Bootstrap. I recommend just avoiding it just altogether. So what you're going to do, you're going to go right here. I like 4.7 because I'm not a fan of the latest one. Sometimes the latest versions of certain things just don't work right. So you'll be going over here, and then you're going to be linking everything together. Okay? Now, that's pretty much what you want to copy that, and then you're going to go back to your text editor, and then you're going to be linking your Font Awesome. I think you link it above or below. We'll figure out. We'll figure that out in a little bit. um, but anyway, so we're going to copy that link that we did, and then we will be pasting it. So we already have it copied and paste. Yes, good. Let's move on. So there's another thing that I want to look for, which is called a CSS reset. So basically, it makes everything clean. So that's what I want to do. But before that, I'm going to click right here, which is our Explorer file. I'm going to double click my CSS folder. And then right here, that little page, that's a new file. We're going to name this reset.css. And we have a new CSS file. You don't need to understand a lot of this stuff right now, but whatever. So let's go back to Google. And then we are going to look for CSS reset. We are going to use the Eric Myers 2.0. You don't need to copy this one right here though, just so you know. So we're going to copy all the way up to here. Control C, or you can right click and click copy. And then we're going to go back here. And then above the main.css. Oh shit. Pardon my language. Reset.css, you want to copy and paste right here. I'm getting ahead of myself. We're going to save. And then we are going to link our CSS together. So just type link, press the tab button to get everything set up. That's how I did a lot of the setting up for the browser area. So you want to type in css/reset.css, click save, and then I need to change some things. So we need to do hashtag logo. We're going to change all of these to anchor tags, which will be which is what we need, I believe. Actually, what was the other one? Esports. Okay. I got my laptop plugged in for long enough. Okay, and then we're going to make the buttons and anchor tag in a little bit. So let's go ahead and save that. And then close out reset.css because we don't need it anymore. I'm closing out the reset CSS page. And then let's go ahead. We already got that saved. And then what I'm going to do is use the asterisk or whatever it is, the star symbol, Shift 8, Control 8, whatever you're using. And then I'm making a bracket. That's where our styling starts. So we're going to do box sizing border box, if I recall correctly. And then I'm going to do all anchor tags that we will be dealing with. Let me actually show you something really quick. So look at that. We got... Oh, hang on. So I just pretty much saved, obviously, and then reset. And then let me show you. So this is what reset did to our CSS. So it looks a little bit cleaner. Yeah? So let's move our camera down right here for now so that we can take a look at the top area together. So let's go ahead and do all anchor tags. Decoration, none. Save and reset. And we got rid of everything. So we are going to go back here. I'm going to do Control /, and then this will be header. So pretty much what I did, I made a little note right here to show that you show what's what. That will be very great for organization. And then what we're going to do, we are going to do header padding 15 pixels all around. And then background, which is going to be our background color. I have all these sticky notes set up. I think you want this one. Let's find out. Okay. That's what you want. So the way that I picked, just so you know, I'm way out of organization. I should have made notes. So I'm just doing this as we go. So let me explain. The way that I picked all these colors was that I used a Chrome extension, a color picker. Let me do. It's called Color Pick Eyedropper. I think it's the first one that you choose. So yeah, that's pretty much that. And then you magnify, and then you select the colors. I recommend using like a sticky note application on your computer, laptop, whatever you're following me along with, to figure out what colors you're going to be using. I'm going to be using 4 different colors today. Anyway, so let's go back to our text editor, and then we need to figure out what we need to work with. Logo area. Okay. So I'm going to do header, logo area, and make sure that you're actually writing things right in order to get everything set. So display inline block. This will make everything set up side by side. And then what we're going to do font size 15 pixels. Let's see how that looks. Okay. The padding looks a little bit too big. So what we're going to do, I'm going back into my editor to change the font size to 10 pixels. Let me show you really quick. So change it to 10 pixels, save. Let's do 5 pixels for now and see how that looks. At 1 pixel, that would be a little bit too. That would be cutting it way too short. You know what? That'll do for now. We'll figure things out as we go. So now that we're done with the logo area, we'll be messing with that later. So we're gonna do header, browse area. So in order to target your class, you put the period right in front of the name of the class, which is browse area, logo area, whatever. Anyway, oh shoot, you know what? Let's change the color. So for the logo area, we're not done yet. Color, I think it's CDO. I think that's our white color. And then always make sure that you have a semicolon in front, otherwise the CSS will not work at all. So, no, that isn't it, Chief. Is it DE1916? Just showing you, I'm just editing this. Oh, that's a red color. Oh, you know what it is? Okay, I know what to do. So what we're going to do, we're going to press Control or Command X to copy, and then we're going to do logo area A. Color that, font size 15 pixels. Okay, making sure that you guys are seeing everything that's going on. Pause and type if you need to, feel free to. So that should do it. There we go. That's what I was doing wrong. That is what you want to do. Because, I don't know why it does that. CSS is weird. So, where's my water? There's my water. So, that's basically what you want to do. Because you can't just target the logo area and expect everything to work. So you actually got to specifically target the anchor area, the anchor tag. But yeah, 15 pixels looks pretty nice. It looks pretty sweet. Yes, indeed. Anyway, what we're gonna do now, we're gonna be doing header the browse area, I think it's called. Yeah, browse area. Display inline black, margin left. Oh. Let's look at the image. That looks like negative 10 pixels, probably, for the margin. And then, actually, you know what? Here's what we're gonna do. Actually, no. Ignore it. I'm not thinking straight right now. I'm sorry. Okay. So header, browse area, anchor tags. We're going to copy this, paste this, padding 0 on top and bottom, 5 pixels left and right to see what it is. In order to do pixels, you put in px. And then let's take a look at what we have so far. Okay. Oops. It's not negative 10 pixels for the for the margin on no, not that one. On line 26 or wherever you have your browse area. So let's do 10 pixels for that. Let's actually take a look at see what it looks like now. And then there we go. That's looking really nice. So we have our browse, esports, and charity events. All set up beautiful like. It's so gorgeous. So now just so you know, the way I like to organize things is that I double tap the enter or whatever button you have if it's Mac that you're using. And then what we're going to do now is that we're going to target the search area. Search area. Whoop. Header, search area, display, inline block, header, search area, input, I think that's how you do it. So we're going to do border 2 pixels, solid, blue for now, just to check to see if I did things right. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to go to Google, how to target input type text with CSS. Google is your friend. So let's go to the attribute value. So there we go. So let's copy this. And then we're going to go back to our CSS. We're going to save. There we go. That's how you target the input type. So what I want to do is not text anchor, text align. We're going to put this in the center. See how that works out. It doesn't work that way. Let's do margin left 40 pixels. And then we are going to see how that works. Okay. So we're going to do Control-Shift-I or Command-Shift-I, whatever. That actually brings up your browser. So that brings up the inspector. This is going to be your best friend for life. So target the search area. And then we're going to keep going. Let's do 253 pixels. Why not? So I'm going to take this. We're going to copy that. And then we're going to go back to our text editor. We're going to paste that. Right there. And then we are going to target user logins. Float right. Oh, wait. We forgot to do display inline block. That's the one thing that we need to do. So display inline block, float right. Let's save. Bring the browser back up. There we go. That's looking good. Now the thing that I want to do is we're going to do margin right. So basically what margin left does, it's basically what you think it does. You go from the left to the right. And then with margin right, you go from the right to the left. That's pretty much what that is. So we're going to do margin right 50 pixels. Let's see how that looks. Okay, that's looking good. Because if we take a look, I'm thinking about doing a margin left of 5 pixels for the logo area. Let's see how that looks. So let's go back to our text editor. We're going to go to margin left 5 pixels. I'm going to increase it by 5 to 10 pixels. Okay, that looks pretty nice. That's looking pretty nice. So, let's see, what else do we need to do with this thing? This is quite a long video, so let's target the buttons. So we do header, user logins, button. So we're going to do margin, 0 on top and bottom, 15 pixels left and right. So that means if... Okay, that looks really nice. That's a little bit too... That might be a little bit too far apart. Let's take a look. Yeah, that's a little bit too far apart. So let's go ahead and do 10 pixels left and right. Let's see how that looks. 5? Okay. And then how does... Okay, so we're gonna do margin. We're gonna do a little bit of a margin right on the buttons. So we leave that margin right 10 pixels. Away from the icon. So that looks really nice. So what we're going to do now is that we're going to add some padding on there, on the buttons. So it looks like there's a padding of 10 pixels. See how that looks. Ooh. No. No, 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 no. 5 pixels? Okay. So now let's go back to our header. Show you that I went back to the header. We're going to change that to 8 pixels to accommodate for everything. Actually do 8 pixels on top and bottom, 0 left and right. Okay. Let me show you what it looks like right now. Okay. So I'm going to change the font size for the buttons and see how they look. Okay, that'll do for now. So what we're going to do is we're going to give them a class. So we're going to do class equals btn1. Copy this. btn2. Because we're going to give them different colors. We actually still need to give them a border radius. So let's take a look at the image. Let's do a border radius of 4 pixels. Let's see how that looks. Border radius 4 pixels. Now, here, let's do this. Border radius generator. Go right here, CSSmatic. All corners 4 pixels. Oh, too much. Yeah, let's do 10 pixels. So we're gonna take this. I'm gonna copy. Move that. Replace it with mod generator. You can find a lot. that. So let's go ahead and take a look at what that looks like now. Hmm. 0. Again, I'm just copying and pasting, replacing everything. Save. I'm not gonna make you guys watch that. Okay, there we go. That looks really nice. Let's actually do control zoom in. I'm just showing you guys how that looks. Like, I really like that. It looks beautiful. Excuse me. So, let's focus on the buttons now. So, BTN1. Copy that, paste right here. Background. It's this one. Oh, that's red. There you go, that's what I want. So let's take a look and see what the background looks like. There we go. And then, actually what I want to do is I want to give them a text transformation. So we're going to do that. So text transform uppercase. That makes everything uppercase. So let's take a look. Yeah, I think making these uppercase, the login and sign up buttons uppercase looks a little bit more professional. So that's just me speaking. And then we are going to do color. Let's do this. I'm going to do it for both of them. Copy and paste. BTN2. Oh, here. Yeah, so copy and pasted. Sorry that I didn't show that. Actually, the sign up button is the purple button. So the background will have to be this color, and then we're just gonna type in 3 F's for white. Let's go ahead and take a look and see how that looks. Okay, this is looking pretty good. This is looking pretty good. So what I want to do is look for an icon or two for here. So what we're going to do, we're going to go back to Google. We're going to do font awesome icons. And then we are going to go right here. And then let's look for users. Then we're going to copy this. Just remember, make sure that you have that. So we're going to replace, whoop, I'm getting way too ahead. So we copy that, we go back to our text editor, and then make sure that you have the Bootstrap, the Font Awesome CDN. We're going to go back to this icon, we're going to paste it, and save and refresh everything. Cool. And then for now, let's look. We're going to use the Twitch icon for now. For what you might call it, for the top area, for the logo area. So inside the anchor tag, actually, I gotta make the those into anchor tags as well. Because we're going to make them clickable. Yay! And then we need to look for a search icon for our so search, do FA search. And then we're going to go back to here. See what everything looks like now. Okay. All right, we did a good 45 minutes of this. I want to finish this later. So, yeah, that's going to be it for this part. Hopefully, the next part, we will be finishing this up. So, peace.